good start on number 2, everything else looks good inside. So, fuel pump goes on, voltage is good, generator number 2 is charging for the battery. Wheel around, clock running. Right, N1 rises, lights off. Tops out about 640 degrees. Generator's online. Oil pressure's in the middle. Temperature rising. Lift power's been deleted. 2 good starts. So position lights can go on. Servo test. Light comes on. Cumulative test we won't do. Horn we don't need to do. Pitot comes up on up here. Instrument lights we've got on. Landing light we won't actually need today. Wipers we don't need either. Turn everything else on, and I think we're more or less good to go flying. Right, pressure altitude checks, 300 feet. Autopilots can now go in with pitch roll and yaw, and the monitor's also on. Squawking 7,000, nothing else is required. Wind is from a southwesterly direction, so sort of pointing over the motorway. So we'll take off, do a vertical power takeoff. If we have any problems, we'll eject onto the piece of grass just to our right hand side and continue takeoff. We'll do a left turn to avoid any noise and sensitive areas. Right, all good to go, so clear all around. Speeds all look good, matched and in the middle.
We'll go range 1.
Right, so we start to pull power, torques are matched, NR is holding. And into the hover. All is good, reasonable power setting, T's and P's are all in the green. Let's taxi forward into a clear area and point into wind. Probably about there will do. I'll take it up to about 100 feet or so. 9, 3, 2, 1 now. That's 40, 60, 80, and I'll commit from there, plenty of power available. Right, airspeed's alive. We just avoid the farm on the nose, so just do a left turn there. Average HV wide, climbing.
811 only get around, stand left approach. Stand left approach, H11.
So we are just south of Cranfield, so what I'll do is I'll just keep the height down for the time being so we don't impede their circuit. Now we're a bit clear, I'll just climb up and go back on track. So all we're doing is helicopter, it's been in for maintenance, it's had 2 yearly, it's had a 600 hour, shall I say, maintenance inspection on it, which has taken about 2 weeks or so, and then picking it up, flying over the top of the owner's house because he likes to see it, and then we'll just take it to a spot, helipad that we use just to go and get some fuel, and then take it back to its home airfield to stay in the hangar overnight. Starting 80 feet above ground, just slowly trickling the speed off now. And all looking good there, so you can see the landing site just to the left of the nose. So I'll start the helicopter to descend there, but using quite minimal power, and it's maintaining a decent side picture. Coming down almost this type of glide slope here, slowly trickling the speed back. There's a helicopter on the way, and all you want to make sure is that you're not going to hit anything on the way in, which we're not. It's a well-known site, and you're not going to cause any disruption to any horses or livestock, which are none in this field. So start to come back for about 40 knots or so, so I'm just bleeding off the rate of descent there. Getting it below about 400 feet per minute. Again, all looking good. Cocking nose up ever so slightly to the left, so they've got a decent view on the way in. And just trickling it down. Landing site's all clear. Realistically, if I had emergencies now, I'd take it down to the landing site rather than going around. Dragging it all the way in. So it's all coming parallel with the helipad there. There's an obstruction on the left, which is actually the fuel hub. And we're in a decent position, sense on the landing site there. Okay, and landing it on. Leave us down at locks, so we can go with that landing lines, take the horn off, put the engines at idle. Shutdown check, so inverter can go, gyros can go, position light can go, fuel pumps main on, heaters can go. Give it a minute. Alright, 5 seconds to go, all looks good inside, clear on the left, clear on the right. Take both the guards off, engine 1's down, and engine 2's down. Both NFs are falling, rotor's coming down with it. RTCs look stable. We keep the fuel pumps on in this helicopter until we know that the engine's actually secure. Basically, we do need to crank them to cool them down for whatever reason. It just saves damage to the fuel pump. But good for the rotor RPM. Rotor brake should have say. And the engines look like they're fairly stable, about 260 degrees. The trick is with this helicopter is to stop it with one rotor straight at the front, so the hot engine exhaust doesn't sit on a blade and cause damage to it. Sounds good about that. Last thing we do, accumulator comes there, and then fuel pumps can go off. Now the engines are stable. Got all the details we need, so direct battery comes off, FedEx will come off with that. Batteries. Stand by her arms and put some fuel in. Right, nav lights off, all extensible, blades are turning. All pressures into the normal band. Stars is out. NF rising with NR. Looks good start number 2. That's all come back, everything looks settled. Looks good inside, still start number 1, fuel pressure's on. Voltage is good, now charge off the generator, restarting the clock, 3, 2, 1 now. Med 1, lights off. 660 degrees, all's nice and steady. NF rising, all tops out. Temperature and pressures all over in a normal bracket. Differential power's gone, needles are matched. Looks good for departure. Cleared around. Levers are locked, so power's coming in, bit of right pedal, torque's matched. And TSP's all good. Into the hover, TSP's all look good. A bit more power to be taken on, a bit of fuel, but we've still got a bit, we've got about 3 on the fleet available, so 3, 2, 1 now. All looking good side, decent rate of climb going, and I'll come in from there. So nose comes down. Building up the airspeed, 40 knots there. I'll get climbing. Double checking the surroundings, all pretty good.
Radio, mobile 1 and fire 1, mobile 3.
Clear the noise sensitive area, so just start a bit of a left turn, get the source going back out.
Fire 1, mobile 3, roger.
So circuit of Wycombe for helicopters 750 feet above airfield level, which comes to 1250 feet above sea level. I'll just join for a left base on 2-4, sort of hooking around the corner if all nice and quiet. We're approaching 1250 there. Acceleration the helicopter. Looks go around. For the first time, well, I'm gonna get some heat up. Wycombe Radio, good afternoon. Golf Tango India, Juliet Lima, and Lee requesting airfield information.
Golf Tango India, Juliet Lima, Wycombe Radio. It's runway 24 in use and QFE 990, back up.
34990 will join left base for 24, Golf Juliet Lima.
Roger. Lima surface wind 2208 knots.
Drop of the power, leading off the speed of the helicopter. So all the commuters on the motorway, something to look at. Right, all clear on the actual final for the runway. And Juliet Lima breaking off 24 to get to spot 31.
Roger.
So breaking off 24 there, so we've got our 2 helipads that we're just going to go and pop it up. Final check inside before we need to use too much power, everything looks normal. It's flaring off the last bit of speed there. a bit of a better landing this time. Right, 2 speeds all look good, torques are matched. Get it straight on the helipad so the helipad can pick it up. And I'll land on just about there. Brilliant, if it gets locked down, put a bit of friction on. All can come off, idle both engines, restarting the clock, PCOs come off, inverter, gyros. And all looks stable, 1 minute for the shutdown.